Well, it might just be the most common question that parents are hearing right now. What am I going to wear on the first day of school? And it has to come out as a wine, right?
Yes.
So here to help us answer that question is Holly Cordero with Galleria Dallas. Well, it is so good to have you
Great
here,
to see you
as
again,
always.
Karen.
All right, so this weekend is tax-free weekend.
Yes.
It's a big deal for a lot of families. I know it is for us. And you're saying that there are a lot of ways that families can save.
Absolutely, and if you're shopping for multiple kids, it can rack up really fast. Everybody needs some shoes, everybody needs a backpack. There's just certain things you have to start the school year.
Right.
So being prepared to shop tax-free is a great thing. So we have some examples here, a little information about what is and isn't tax-free. So backpacks are obviously really important. Most everyone needs one. A lot of kids are going to need a clear backpack this year. A lot of school districts are requiring that. These are both from Journeys. They're great no matter what you choose. They're tax-free as long as they're under $100 because the tax-free saving is most clothing and footwear and school supplies under $100. But we have here in front of it, we have a purse from Fossil, and we have this cute little lunchbox from Children's Place. The lunchbox is tax-free, so are the backpacks, but the purse is an accessory, so you're still going to pay tax on that this weekend.
All right.
Things like accessories are not included in the tax savings. Now, of course, uniforms for a lot of kids or standardized dress things are really important. That's what we went to Children's Place and got these. They're tax-free this weekend. Look for things like moisture wicking and SPF. Like these have that. It's going to keep your kids cool with, we heard the forecast.
Right, exactly.
So moisture wicking, it's not just a plain thick cotton shirt. Denim is a back-to-school staple. As long as it's under $100, you're going to save the tax on that this weekend.
And it adds up when you're talking about 8.25% or whatever.
It doesn't sound like much,
but it is.
It's $8. It's about a little over $8 on every $100, which doesn't sound like much. But again, if you're shopping for multiple kids, it adds up. And I mean, if I can save $16, I will.
Absolutely,
every time. Shoes are obviously shoes are definitely from back to school. These are both. These are from Journeys. These are from Shoe Palace. The Sambas are a hot shoe. They're under $100, so they're going to be tax-free. This is the Nike Vomero. They're over $100, so you're still going to have to pay the tax on those.
Okay, so just be cognizant of that when you go in and make your purchases.
Yeah, that $100.
Not all shoes, or Nike shoes even, are created equally.
Right, and some of them are under, some are over, but really it's that $100 threshold. But you can also look for sales this weekend because a lot of retailers will have something that hovers right around $100, a little over, and they'll put it on sale for $99, and then you save the, you get the sale price, and then you save the tax on top of that.
Okay, and so what else did you bring here?
Well, what I brought over here were some kind of tricky things with the tax-free.
Right.
So a necklace and a scarf are both things that are worn around your neck. One is tax-free and one is not.
Oh.
The scarf is tax-free because it's like made of fabric, so it's considered clothing. The necklace is considered an accessory, and it will still be taxed. Same thing with the belt and the wallet over there from Macy's. We went to Macy's and got those. The belt is tax-free because it's an article worn for clothing, but the wallet is still taxed.
All right.
So little nuances to be aware of when you go. But it's a great time to stock up on basics too, like socks and underwear and pajamas. All of that's tax-free.
I used to stock up on diapers.
Yes.
Because it's like, when you've got little ones at home, I mean, you're always going to need diapers.
They're expensive.
And you may as well buy them.
Absolutely.
While they're,
Absolutely.
You can get them tax-free. And what about these?
Those are just adorable. They're over 100, so you're going to pay taxes, but they're so cute. And if you want them for back to school, you should get them. And I think that the other point with those those are kids' sizes, but Lane Boots has boots and women's sizes too. The thing to remember though is that tax-free is not just for back to school shopping.
Right.
We can all benefit from the tax savings. So you could buy something for you, your husband, your kids. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be going back to school to enjoy the tax savings this weekend.
And I know it's no secret that things are more expensive now than they maybe have been in previous years. So if you've got to focus on one must-have, what do you think it should be?
I mean, when it's back to school, I would say, if you have to have a uniform, obviously that's one thing you have to wear to school.
Right.
But if you don't, you can kind of stretch your wardrobe a little bit. I would say shoes. You really need a great pair of shoes for back to school, whether it's for athletics or anything else. Just, kids need sneakers for back to school. And this, I would say, if you're going to spend your money, spend it on that.
So what do you think about buying? I was one of those where I would buy like sizes, like for a school uniform, I would buy like bigger sizes too, because I know my kids are going to grow into them.
Yes, if they're in that age where they're growing like weeds, you definitely want to consider that and go ahead and stock up. If you know you need a polo in a size 8 right now, you might need a size 10 by the end of the year. So go ahead and buy them both now while you can save the tax. And they're going to go through those and wear them out too. So you're going to need more than what you get at the beginning.
And maybe something to consider for shoes too.
Absolutely, yes. Or buy a little bit big, give them a little room to grow into when you're buying your shoes.
All right, Holly, thank you so much.
You, Karen.
Really appreciate your being here.